Shohei Ohtani puts on a show in the batting cages. This is Tim Rogers. Yes, it does rhyme with Dodgers. Dodgers 2080. Good to be with you. Shohei Ohtani today took his first batting practice live as a Dodger, and also his first one since having Tommy John surgery. And it was also, he announced that his swings were not at full power, even though he hit some rockets, including, exit velocity of 109. Not too bad if you can do that type of stuff. And then he had 21 pitches, and he hit 10 of them out. Now I know it's just BP, and we're getting a little silly with some of this stuff, but come on, man, that's just bringing it. That's just bringing it. So I'm going to just, we'll play the video a little bit. Watching it, we'll jump through it a little bit as it gets boring or whatever, just to show you. I don't know if you've seen it. This is from the Dodgers. And so we'll just play that. Why not, huh? Let's go to the right thingy here. And we're going to hit play and see how that works. And I'll be watching the chat just to see if it screwed up. Great John Suhu in action. Should be in the Hall of Fame. His translator, Ipe. We'll get to know Ipe, I'm sure, a lot more during the season. He's a world-famous guy. I see some cool people in the chat, including Showtime LA. I see the one and only All Dodgers, a.k.a. Clint Pasillas. But he is All Dodgers all the time. Yeah, Shohei is a beast. Hashtag sources. Yes, the sources are out there. This stuff that they did to the rookies the last couple years, getting all in their faces. I'm not worried about with Shohei. He knows what he's doing with these types of things. I mean, so you can see the big old brace on his arm. That's obviously his right arm, in which he had Tommy John surgery. And so, some of the talk that's out there is that, well, Shohei is going to be able to concentrate just on hitting. Well, guess what? He's not going to be concentrating just on hitting. Sorry. He's still rehabbing on the pitching side. So, here, I'll let it go here. He spoke English. Casual. Clint can do that. No problem. Like Clint was talking about on his show earlier today, him and Teoscar Hernandez have legit power. Mookie's a guy that gets it over the fence. Same with Freddie. These two guys are a bit different. They got more of the power, like Muncy. And this is just ease. At some point during these ABs, he asked Sujo if she was going to pitch batting practice too. I'm guessing that did not happen. We would like to see that. We want to see Sujo do BP. Oh, cut him. Oh, man. Clinton gets some love. Clinton will pick it over at third. There's John Suhu to your right. You can see him right in there. The GOAT. At least they're not playing a bunch of music in the back that would get our channel banned. Ooh. That's not even 100%. No, just wait. It's exciting, folks. Get fired up. So here it is, folks. Shohei Ohtani is a Dodger. Let it, like they say, let that sink in. Bathe in it. Oh, okay, thanks. All right, so there's some Shohei. There was Sujo right there. See if we could fast forward a bit. We'll have to figure out the echoey sound a little bit later. Sorry about that. I kind of hear it too. I think I know what it is.
It's working now. Yeah. Okay. Did you get on the velo? 107.
107. As my son would say, I pissed that. That's like me at the batting cage. 109. Man, every ball I hit at the batting cage stings my hands. My hands got arthritis all over the place. It's kind of nice they're showing this. I wish they'd do that more. I like it. So like the thumbnail says, Shohei rakes. Captain Obvious. Oh, Petey Montero. Friend of the show. He worked. He was at Rancho in 2018 when I was there. Petey's a great guy. Every time he's always so friendly when I see him. He's like one of their video tech, high tech nerds. We need nerds. Nerds are good. But he's also worked as a hitting coach with Reggie Smith, so my kind of nerd. All right, there it is. Mr. the one and only Shohei Ohtani. Let me exit that thing. And we'll go. All right. Let's get to the chat. Let's see, where am I at? All right, there it is. Let's see what we have here, folks. I know it was pretty. It's just cool to watch. I mean, obviously, we're not going to show that all the time, but let's see. We got some hot take. Shohei hits 360, 68 bombs, steals 45 bags. Craig Osterberg's in the house. Let's see. Good evening. Yes, good evening. Yeah, it is great to talk about on-field action, even though I still love. I love the off season in so many ways. It really was an off season to remember. I mean, straight up, that was insane. What we saw this year, this offseason. Just, my gosh. Shohei's cakes. hey. No, it's probably only at 75%. Yeah, I know. 10 dongs and 21 at bats. Batting coach. I think he's got a few of them now, that's for sure. How many homers for Ohtani? That is the question. Put it in the chat. How many home runs in 2024 for Shohei Ohtani? I'm gonna hang out in the 40s myself. I think. Put your guess in the chat. We already have one. We have Showtime LA saying 68. If he does that, it's gonna be another MVP season. We've got a 54. Nice. 55 from Bob Nightingale, the one and only. Just remember, there's only one Bob Nightingale, and he's on this chat. We got 47 from Craig Osterberg. Yeah, two of the worst pitchers last year, Noah and Lance, who still won 100 games, with May out and Tony out half season and Kershaw out half season. Yeah, and this, I mean, they really, obviously, no joke, they upped the up the what's it called, the the pitching. That's for sure. The starting pitching is now, at least in terms of talent, is elite. That's the talent and the potential. Now the question is, can they get the innings? Can they piece together enough? Can they rest guys? Clinton was talking about, making sure that, Paxton doesn't have to try to kill himself because the team doesn't know how to manage their pitching. So there will be injuries. We do know this. But let's just hope that the injuries are light, and that the guys that are more ready to fill in than last year. I think they will be. Last year Pepio was supposed to be a fill-in for Gonzalez at the beginning of the season, and that didn't happen because Pepio went down. And, they had to bring up guys quick, and they weren't quite ready. Miller wasn't ready to go. He was still recovering from a shoulder issue during spring training. And then we had, Gavin Stone just never got unlocked until really the end of the year. Let's see. So in Seoul versus your Padres, it's Yamamoto versus Musgrove, and then Glasnow versus Darvish. Sounds like something like that. Even though, let's be honest, Yamamoto versus Darvish would be pretty cool. That would be very, very unique. That's, Darvish is one of the all-time great pitchers from Japan. And Yamamoto is also an all-time great from Japan. How cool is that going to be if they matched up? Shohei will hit as many or more as Lance gives up. Lance giving up at least 40 home runs. I know. If he's healthy, he's going to give up a ton. You got 38 home runs. Wow, 118 RBIs, 25 stolen bases, 280 average. I'll take it. With a guy coming back from surgery. Larry Partridge, I love Ohtani took his time between swings. Yeah, it seems he has a new purpose. He has a purpose with each pitch. Yeah, he took a few balls. Yeah, you know what? Do your batting practice like you're going to play. That's what I was taught. You got drills you do, but those are maybe do those somewhere else. But with your batting practice, use it. Don't swing at stuff that's not in your hitting zone. It's not a good idea. Don't waste your pitches. Lindegaard giving up 60 at least. Yeah, like Clint talked about today. We all got to be rooting for Syndergaard to sign with the Padres. It'd just be so cool. And the Padres, of course, signed I think he's a clown, Jurickson Profar. He's just a kind of a weirdo. There's always weirdos out there, and he's one of them. He thinks Shohei hits 310. That'd be cool. Yeah, I mean, just it wherever he bats in this order, it's not going to matter in a lot of ways. Other than I think Mookie has his comfort batting leadoff. Freddie batting second or third, Shohei batting second or third isn't going to matter. And then I like the idea, at least against left-handers, of Teoscar batting fourth. I like the idea of taking some pressure off of Will Smith. Take the pressure off of Will Smith and make sure he's ready for October. That guy didn't have the best of years last year, but he's playing with busted ribs, had a concussion, all that type of stuff. Still surprising me how big Ohtani is. Yeah, he's a big man. Profar, he had some adventures on defense, and he's kind of that guy that you could be down 20 runs and he gets a single and he acts like it's the greatest thing. I don't know, he's just kind of goofy. It's good. It's good. Get the goofy guys on the Padres. Let them have that. I miss them having Matt Carpenter. I thought he was kind of goofy. Remember, he did that. He did that salsa thing way back in 2019. It was just so silly. They get on base and they were acting like they were eating chips from salsa. It's just the silliest things. Step it up, and I really hope they don't do the Freddie this year. My Lord. Evening, Roy Estrada, yes. Yeah, I think Otani's gonna be fine with the protection. I think I'm not worried about that. If there's nothing in stone right now. Um, and I look at it this way. Let's say that Otani's batting third. Mookie gets on base, right? Freddie's up. Do they want to pitch to Freddie or to Ohtani? Good luck. Good luck. Let's not forget, Freddie Freeman is a great hitter. Mookie Betts is a great hitter. I did not like the Freddie dance. I'm sorry. They're I don't know. I like some of them. Some of the guys that actually knew how to move a little bit. Yeah, so he's like Freddie Peralta. Yeah, David Peralta doing the Freddie dance. Yeah. I was not a fan of doing the Freddie dance when you're down 9-0. That was silly. I just think there's time and place. I think Peralta he was just trying to get the team fired up, maybe. I don't know. Same time, that was a guy that kept playing, get some extra bonus money. And he was injured. He really shouldn't have been out there. But those are things that went down. New season, moving forward, it's exciting. I was just texting with my guy Steve Douglas. We're talking about spring training and just going. This is going to be just one of the most crazy seasons or interesting interesting seasons ever. I'm going to give it a few more days. I'll be doing a show on just a good wrap up of what happened during the off season. I think my hat's crooked. I'm terrible about that. Hold on. Gosh darn it. Can't do it right. Whatever. Yeah. I wasn't a fan of the bubble stuff. I didn't mind the that thing. That was fine. And I get the whole Freddie thing. It was funny in the way that it came about, because what was it? Usher, was it their thing? Was it their foundation thing? And there is no one whiter than Freddie Freeman. Let's just be straight up and honest about that. Sorry if you're offended by it. It's just the facts are facts. And the dude was getting in his groove, and the team decided to make something of it, and Freddie bought into it, so I'm cool with that. I get it. I wasn't that offended by it. I just thought it looked silly, and I can't defend some of the weird things that the Padres and other teams have done when the Dodgers doing the Freddie dance. So, hey, hopefully they come up with something different. I hope that Freddie dance doesn't live. Find something a little find something a little cooler. If Smith or Muncy is hitting behind Ohtani, I'm pitching around Ohtani every time. Yeah, there'll be those times. That's what the damage has to be done. And if that puts Ohtani on base, then if they're going to pitch around him. And I'm confident that the Dodgers I think Muncy's going to have a stronger year this year, all around. Hopefully on defense too, but definitely at the plate. I think Smith will be better. And we have Teoscar. We have Gavin Lux coming back. We have James Outman with another year under his belt. We'll have either Hayward or Margot. I'm higher on Margot than I am Hayward. That's the thing. Question: what is going to be the new home run celebration, an on-base celebration? We'll find out. No bubble machines. I'm a little bit old school with some of these things. I like celebrating wins. I like, Mookie doing his DJ thing when they win, stuff like that. I like that stuff. Get the win. But you got to celebrate on the win. They got to find their ways. This is a team thing. And so what I think or what we all think, it doesn't matter. What matters is those 26 guys. So just because I don't like it something doesn't mean that I just thought it looked silly. I still think it looks silly. But if they as a team are comfortable doing that and they enjoy themselves, go for it. Think about last year's Dodgers, even with healthy Kersh, they wouldn't have held pitching for a 7-game series against Philly or Atlanta. That's true. No, they were definitely underdogs in a lot of ways. But they should have still gotten past Arizona. Just not. They got to at least win a game, right? Didn't a lot of the Dodgers celebrations start with the bubble maker in the clubhouse years ago? Yeah, it was in the dugout, and then MLB banned it, which I thought was silly. That was just silly to ban it. It's just a bubble machine. Things are silly. Again, it's their team. It's the team chemistry. What they want to do with that stuff, go for it. So I'm not that all pissy about it. I'm just saying, just an opinion. Ohtani wore the samurai headgear. When did he do that? Was that during his? I didn't really. When was he wearing the samurai headgear? Did he? I must have missed some. I'm blind. Or did Dodgers go with that? Thoughts? I don't know. I just think they'll find something. They'll find something, and I'm. Like I said, I like the Peralta choo-choo thing or whatever. I thought that was good. I like the good old arm pump. I'm not a huge fan of pre-planned celebrations. Celebrate how you want, but who leads the team in steals this year? Hopefully not Freddie. I think that took some gas out of him. Oh, with Angels after a home run. Oh, okay. Who? The Angels? Who are they? Just kidding. I hope it's someone like Outman. I wish it would be Gavin Lux, but maybe not this year. He's still recovering. I want that young man to be very healthy. I think he's going to help I think he becomes a very important part of this offense. So I want Gavin Lux healthy. I never saw the Angels with their celebrations or anything like that. Not that I recall. I'm sure I saw it, but just They find a mix of having fun, but still composed and serious in the big moments. Not having Peralta will help on the seriousness. Yeah. I thought, I was hoping that I think Peralta provided a net positive during the season. It's just the dude was hurt, and I think he was playing. Should have been playing. Got the extra money though, but it's really he had big surgery afterwards, and yeah. And these guys are watching. That's one of the things about the 1-year contracts. Some of those guys are they're going to be taking care of their numbers. They're going to be watching those things. And now that doesn't say that other players won't. Mr. John Rod 77, good to see you. We had Mookie and Freddie chasing numbers last year, and those guys are locked in as locked in can be with contracts. So there was that going on, right? So, opening up a Gatorade Zero. Trying to get some more electrolytes. Wondering if Dodgers will go with 6-man rotation. Boy, I hope so. Been asked. I actually at FanFest, James, I asked Dave Roberts and Emmett Sheehan about that. It seems like they're open to it. More like Oh, it's pretty good. More like I would say if there are 7 games and there's an off day, they're not going to skip a starter. So they'll probably go 5-man, but it'll kind of act like a 6-man. And then if there's a need, like if they have a bunch of consecutive games, hopefully they'll stick another person in there. We'll see. They have enough arms, that's for sure, at least for right now. Famous last words, they have enough arms. No one has enough arms. We'll be very clear about that. No one has enough arms the way pitchers break. But they have a good set of arms, and let's just hope that they don't need everybody all at once like they did last year. And it got so bad where they had to, trade good prospects for Lance Lynn. I didn't mind the Joe Kelly part. Joe Kelly's a Dodger legend. But having to give up that, Nick Nastrini, Jordan Leisure for Lance Lynn was unacceptable. But they had to do it. The problem was Lance Lynn helped save the season because he came in and started throwing 6 or 7 innings. Yeah, he was giving up a bunch of home runs, but that was what it was. Tim, what Dodgers could find a role for the season if they play out an ST like Stone Knack and maybe rushing? They're not going to rush. They're not going to rush rushing. I think both Stone and Knack are going to play big roles this year. I'm expecting 60 to 100 innings from each of them with the Dodgers this year. Just because I think that's the way you want to handle it. I think the Dodgers need to use the injured list as much as they can legally. Unlike the former Mets guy who is suspended, was it Billy Epler? Was Epler, right? He got suspended for lying about the IL. So yeah, feel the need to go 6 men out of necessity. Paxton's health is always an issue, right? Yeah, they have to do those things. They have to make sure to keep these guys healthy. There's no reason to push. There's no reason to push. They keep pushing during the season. You know, in 2022, I'd like to joke that they had it clinched by June, but they kind of did. And then last year, they kind of had it clinched by August. So, yeah. Let's see, how about after each home run, the Dodger players wear a blue layer around the neck, and Dodgers donate $100 to either the Beat Cancer Foundation or help the homeless. Yeah, I like that. Something meaningless and new. Meaningful, unlike the other ones. Those are kind of good ideas. I think those are cool. You know, there are some players that do donate some of their stuff. They'll go and, hey, for each strikeout, I'll donate this amount and all that. So I think that's a really good idea. Roy Estrada, man, that's a really good idea. Let's see. Okay, Nando 390. There's no disagreement on this side about this. Dodgers should sneak in on Montgomery for cheap if he gets no offers. Yeah. I don't think he's going to. I think the Phillies are going to be in on him. Phillies, if the Rangers don't have their money straightened out, they're not going to get him. Boston should have already had him. That's just silly. He's just sitting in their lap right now. So much hype and expectations is important for the team. At least split the first 2 games with San Diego and Korea. I'm not worried about that. I just don't want to get hurt. If you remember when they were in Australia, you know, they come back from Australia and Kershaw is out. He was out for quite a while. And then Brian Wilson left his fastball in Australia. So I'm not worried about those games. I'd like to win them both, but I'm not going to worry about it. Is the ceiling for Kyle Hurt a lockdown closer like Josh Hader with less velo? I think there's something there for sure, but I also think he can start. I do. They haven't really stretched him out. They've never stretched him out yet. So if he does start, he would be doing some piggybacking probably, but they've never really pushed him a bit. He was doing a lot of piggybacking last year. So if he does go down to AAA, I'd like to see them try to stretch him out a little bit. I honestly think that if I'm putting together the bullpen, Kyle Hurt is part of that bullpen right now. And the only way he's not is if he earns some starts in the rotation, this major league rotation. That's just how I feel about it. Yeah. So I think he has a really high ceiling. And but yeah, hey, we already saw Nick Frasso go down. He's out for probably most of the year. And that just shows how volatile pitching is. So if they can, keep acquiring guys, have enough. I think you have to go into the season going, I'm 20 deep on the pitching staff, 13 for the major league roster and 7 that are ready to go. And then guys keep improving. You make moves if you have to. The payroll it's over $300 million in terms of AAV. But you know what? Why don't we take a look? Let's take a quick look at that. Sport Track Dodges. And let me pull that up so you guys can see it. Wrong thing. I cannot get the right thing here. Oh, because I was using the wrong thing. All right. Dang. Come on, Rogers. Video. All right. Sorry for the riveting stuff there. Sport Track Dodgers. All right. Let's take a quick look at their. Oops. I didn't hit return here. Let's see where they're at. That's a great question. Or great. Let's bring it up. Let's talk about it. So, luxury tax payroll. That's the one that matters. Okay, luxury tax threshold is right now without paying is $237 million. Their AAV tax payroll alone is $285 million. Then they got some money for the pre-arbitration payroll. And that's just one guy. I think and they got benefits and minor league salaries. Total allocation sounds like it's going to be projected is $306 million. So that's right near the top, I believe. It's a bummer, but you know what? This money should not be an object this year. If they need somebody, they should go get somebody. I think that just going a little further, why not? If they can get some guys high AAV for 1 year, 2 years, go in on it. But you got to be careful with those guys. Let's say you were to go, hey, we get Jordan Montgomery. I'm just going to throw it out, okay? 1 year, $40 million. Jordan Montgomery has to make sure that he's taken care of for the next few years after that. So they'd have, it gets weird. Snell, actually, Montgomery went balls out during the season, even on a contract year. So I appreciated that. Would Snell do that? I don't know. I just don't know. So, but yeah, the payroll, woo, baby. I guess, do they have everyone in here now? There was Paxton at 7. There's Kirsch. Yeah, Kershaw at $5 million is really nice, actually. Yeah, they're in good shape. Trying to know at $1 million, that could be a real bargain there. Let's see. I spent 15 years in Korea. When I came back to the States, the time difference is hard to adjust. Also, 15-hour flight takes a toll on your health. Exactly. I don't like these trips. I know it's good for baseball. I care about what's good for the Dodgers. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry at all about that. Dodgers currently look at a $60 million tax under current salaries. Yep. Good evening, NS. Hey. They're in this deep. They might as well go all in. Exactly. And they're pretty, I'd say they've pretty close as you can to go all in. I say no props, no celebrations, no hats, just high fives. Yes, no dancing on the bases. I'm closer to that, Larry, than the other alternative. Just celebrate like normal. You know, Tatis, when he tries to do his thing at third base, looks silly. Like, okay, Mr. Steroids. And when the guys just do the same thing over and over, have a little, I don't know. I like organic celebrations, not planned. But hey, for me, there are no celebrations on the baseball field for me. That's past my time. And back in my day, if I had done some of that stuff, my coach would have just kicked me all the way out of the field. James Lee, are you worried about the bullpen, or are they good enough? My concerns with the bullpen are its health. They have a lot of guys coming back from injuries, right? So I'm just going to pull up the Dodgers depth real quick. Rasta depth chart. Let's see what it says. Oh, so weak. That's the rotation. Oh, this isn't so bad actually. I'm going to pull this up. See if it's showing. There it is. So they got the rotation that they kind of lay out. These are all the candidates for the rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. And then the bullpen. Look at this. I mean, so let's go. Okay, Phillips, I'm not worried about his health. Brusdar, whatever. Brusdar, not worried about his health. Vesia, not worried. Brazier, he's older, so a little worried there. Gus Varland, not worried about his health. Kelly, always worried about his health. Matt Gage, not worried. Grove, not worried. Trinan, very worried. Hudson, extremely worried. JP Fireisen, coming off Tommy John, so there's risk there. So there you go. That's your bullpen right there. So there's some risk there. If you go look at this, let's just take this let's go and create a rotation and some starters, okay? There's Sal. Hey Mike. You spell like I do. All right, so the rotation going into the season, Yamamoto and Glasnow, Miller for sure, Paxton, and let's go Sheehan, okay? That knocks Yarbrough into the bullpen. Buehler goes on the IL to start. Stone, maybe the minors. So Yarbrough goes to the bullpen, so that's 5 starters. That means we get 8 bullpen pieces. So Yarbrough and Phillips, that's 2. Brusdar's 3. Vesia 4. Brazier 5. Kelly 6. Trinan 7. Fireisen 8. So that leaves Hudson hopefully recovering. Grove out. Gage, I don't know if he has options left. I can't recall. But, Kelly would rather just pitch the second half. So, I think Kelly will spend time on that IL. It gives maybe Hudson's ready or Grove's ready to go. Gage. Well, I'm confident Grove's gonna be ready to go. So I kind of like what I see. That's for sure. But you could always use a bit more because what we see here, half these guys will spend time on the injured list. Sorry to say that, but it's true. Those are the realities of pitching in 2024. It's very risky, very, very risky. Yeah, Yoshi ain't got it. Okay, what do you get? Okay, so I put out a thing yesterday proposing Shohei Ohtani plus Yoshinobu Yamamoto equals Shoyo. What do you guys think? I kind of liked it. Someone said Yosho. I saw some other things. I'm always going to go Shohei first. That guy's he deserves to be first. Shoyo, our Japanese connection. And then next year, it'll be Shoyo Ro, right, with Roki. Shoyo Ro. So there you go. Shoyo Ro, there you go. Ooh. All right. Let's see. So spring training, anyone gotten out there yet? I still haven't heard anything about press passes yet, which is depressing. And I know they're busy, but got to plan a little bit. I might go out there for just a couple days if I don't have a press pass because I got friends out there that I want to see. So obviously friendships are, Put that on a shirt. Yeah, Yo Show Row. Let's go. So hey, I did come up with Shoyo. That's for sure. So I got Shoyo Row. Shomoto. Yeah, there's a lot of things we could do with that. But yeah, I just wanted to get that out there, see what people think. Trying to come up with some stuff. We're gonna be going to you almost went this weekend. Okay. It was tempting, right? All that stuff going on. Seeing all those players out there. I am working on having a guest Well, I don't know if we're going to go live tomorrow or just record. I'm not going to get out who it is because nothing is finalized yet. Once it's recorded or we go live or we have it all set up, then I'll announce it. It'll be cool though. It's somebody that'll be new on the podcast side, but they're pretty huge on other platforms. Then working on another candidate on my staff. It'll be cool. Get some youth. Prediction on minor league player of the year for the Dodgers and minor league pitcher of the year. Man, oh man. Pitcher of the year, River Ryan. He's going to really step it up this year. This is his third full year pitching coming up. And then hitter or position player of the year. I'll get you in a second, Showtime. I missed it. Hitter. Let's go Josue DePaula, and he makes it to Double-A this year by the end of the year. Showtime, where you at? Where are you at? Are you talking about the Kyle Hurt? Or the What did I miss, Showtime? I'm just missing it. About it was the Kyle Hurt, Josh Hader, or was it Knack Stone? I missed it. I don't know. It's like I don't see anything else that would qualify. Yeah, hit me up with it again, okay? If you can, I'd appreciate that. Showtime. Yeah, I hate missing stuff, so sorry about that. As they say, like, subscribe, do all those good things. I would appreciate it. So let's see. Today is February 12th. My goal is to hopefully be out there. Drew Avens and River Ryan. So we agree on one of them, huh? Man, I hope for Drew's sake they just trade him. It just seems like they don't have a spot for him. They don't want to use him. That's just, he doesn't, he's not toolsy. He's just a grinder, and I love that. You need grinders. You need guys that are willing to run through a wall, run over their mom to score a run, all that stuff. Drew's like that. I'm sure he's nice to his mom. But you need those guys that can do the little things. I like the idea that he can play small ball. I think you need that sometimes when the big ball ain't going. It's nice to have that. But yeah, I hope for his sake he gets traded. And that's just definitely nothing personal. He's a nice guy and everything. But a nice enough guy that I want him to be traded if they're not going to give him a chance. But yeah, he's such a. I know how much you guys, especially I know how much Casey really thinks about him, and I get it. And he got that award. The out of the minor leaguers voted him as the grittiest guy in the organization. I like that. I think that's needed. I think that's an old school thing that shouldn't be lost. You don't need everyone to be gritty, because if everyone's gritty, then who's gonna drive them all in? But yeah, Showtime, give me. I can't find it, man. I don't know what you're talking about, Showtime. Other than it was the hater or hurt thing. Others predictions: minor league player of the year for the Dodgers, minor league pitcher of the year. Yeah, I saw that. Norm, we saw that ugly gear that Darvish gave Sasaki. Yeah. Hey, Roki, just look at that thing. Look at that barf that is Jay Johnstone, one of the greatest Dodgers of all time. Truly one of the greatest Dodgers of all time. When Steve Garvey went to the Padres. He said, "Man, it looks like you got mustard socks on. Those ugly, ugly uniforms, hideous." Those blue pinstripes the Padres used to have, though, were sharp. Those were good-looking uniforms. I don't know why they just didn't stick with that. That was nice. They need to go to this brown thing. Ugh. Hideous. But yeah, that's, you get that Padre brown. Really? Is that what you want to wear? Then you look at Shohei and Yosh, man. How good do they look? Well, then again, who doesn't look good in Dodger blue? Right? Yeah, Ohtani does look good. He can hit one out of Coors. Ooh, do you think he hits one out of Dodger Stadium this year? What do y'all think? Any more thoughts on the bullpen? Because I think the bullpen last year was horrible until Brazier got there and things really got moving. I think they're going to start out at least better this year. So Brewstar can continue what he was doing at the end of last year. He was really, really good. Wait, did I not see Kyle Hurt in this line? I didn't. They don't even have. Wait a second. How dare they? They don't have Kyle Hurt on their depth chart for. Oh man. Kyle Hurt, man. Really. Huge mistake. Oh, this depth chart's terrible. How can they not have Kyle Hurt on either one of these things? That's awful. Right above Norm's comment about Roki, that was what it was referring to. Okay, right about Norm's comment. Sorry, dude. All right, let's find it. Let's see. I'm getting there. Huh. It looks like there's some of these things got a little mixed up here. They're just wait, it's live chat. Okay, let me sort it better. There we go. Oh, it had top chat and then live chat. Oh man, sorry about that. Okay. Now I can find stuff. Oh man. Yeah, Showtime, this was filtered out. How dare they? If they get what they're supposed to out of Trinan and Firestone, this bullpen will be second only the other guys from Houston. Yes. Yeah, somebody said they filtered you out. Showtime is spam. How dare they? Don't they know who you are? Yeah, any 2017 Astro look horrific in Dodger blue. Yeah. What else did I miss? Boy, now I'm going through these. So if I missed your comments, folks, I am sorry. I had there's an option at the top for chat and top chat, and it says some messages says there's a potential spam may not be visible, huh? So now I'm going to live chat. That's where I need to be, is live chat. Sorry about that, folks. Yes, please hit the like button. Make sure we're getting real close. We're at least today before the show started, we were at 1,995 when the show started. Just doing a quick check. 1,998. We're almost there, folks. So anyone out there, please subscribe. Trying to get the drive to 2,000 is for real. I got to hold it a few days once I get there. And as you're always on top chat. I mean, it filtered out this. I thought it was a great comment from Showtime. Like, what the heck? That's a top-notch chat right there. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I agree with that. If Trinan and Fireisen, sorry, folks. Yeah, 2 more. Come on, folks, 2 more. Let's see. Yeah, it'd be great. And it's just I'm humbled by it because just starting this is just kind of a dude. Jake Marisnik was a travesty. Yeah, he deserves it. Yeah, yeah. That was that whole thing. It's just such a weird thing. Those Astros, those guys. I guess they're going, well, some of these guys are, Mono is working as a consultant in player development for San Diego. Oh. Ah. Yep. Please hit the subscribe button, smash the like, all those good things. I appreciate it. Anything else? Like I said, I'm going to have something different tomorrow night. I'm not sure if it'll be live or recorded. And of course, if something, and I do work from home tomorrow, so if something big happens, look for me. I'll be on pretty quick. I can see I'm not going to really show you right now because I got a green screen behind me, but 3 feet away is my office desk, and all I got to do is put up my green screen, ready to go. But yeah, I don't have to go into any office or anything like that when I'm working from home. So yeah, hopefully we'll do something tomorrow night. Hopefully, plans always can come through, and work could always be really busy. But hopefully, you're either recording or going live with someone tomorrow. Excited about it. Somebody I met at FanFest that I've wanted to meet for a long time. So there's a lot of good people out there, as you all know. Dodger fans they're just great people. I really enjoy interacting with y'all. That's for sure. You guys are great. Part of the reason I enjoy this is just the interaction. So, all right, you'll be in Vegas next weekend. Oh man, you in a tournament, Sal, or anything like that? Doug said Danny Hudson could be comeback player of the year. Wouldn't that be awesome? That would really be awesome. I just, both the way Kirsch and he ended. I mean, Hudson at least ended well with a save, a really gritty save, and then was kind of done for the season. And then, of course, we saw what happened with Kirsch last year at the end of the year. So hopefully those guys can go up more on their own terms as world champions also. Kirsch with 3,000 Ks. Huddy on another World Series team, World Series winning roster. He closed out 2019 for the Nationals against those Astros. Again, gosh darn it, 2019 should have been the Dodgers' year. We had, oh man, freaking Ryu, and we had Kirsch, and we had Walker Buehler in his prime. Oh, you're taking your Valentine. Oh, good for you. Good man. Yep. Well, Vegas will be a little less busy this next weekend than it was last weekend. That's for sure. Glad all that Super Bowl stuff's over. It was a good game. I wasn't gonna watch. I ended up watching the last half. I enjoyed the game. But now it's baseball time. Time for the Dodgers to just make this one of the biggest seasons in Major League history. They have the opportunity to do something really special this year. Special group of players, a unique set of players, that's for sure. To have the best Japanese hitter of all time and one of the Sadar's got to be in there, right? One of the top 5 Japanese hitters of all time, one of the top 5 Japanese pitchers of all time in their prime. And then still Freddie and Mookie in their prime. Will Smith's in his prime. Max Muncy, hopefully a couple more days. They're really going to go with Jackson Merrill in left field? They're weird. They are so weird. AL East, I'm going to go Baltimore again. But it could be those darn Rays. They always find a way. Baltimore might slide just a little bit. Yeah, yeah. Bet showed up today, and he was kind of pissy, I guess, today with the press Freeman still hasn't showed up. Yeah, at the same time, I go, okay, that's fine. Take your time, guys. Just be ready in October. That's all I ask. I don't care if Betts and Freeman get off to slow starts. Yeah. If they're starting, man, what are they going to do? Start Ethan Salas at shortstop now? Jeez. If I were a Padre fan, I would be screaming at the top of my lungs to fire AJ Preller. That's what I would be doing right now. He's not good at his job. He's good at certain things, but he's going to wreck these players. I'm all for pushing guys a bit. I wish the Dodgers pushed a little bit. But, man, they're fast-tracking him. They're going to have to put him on the roster quicker. That means they're going to be closer to free agency. But also, most importantly, how young are you going to have these guys out there? Yeah, I think he's if I was them, I'd be getting Preller must be stopped. But hey, as a Dodger fan, have at it, go for it. Way too young, I know. Knowing your Padres Salas will play the catcher by the deadline. He struggled in Double-A for obvious reasons. So I'm going to say it. I saw Ethan Salas. I was up close. He's a young kid. And, he struck out a couple times against Julio Urias during a rehab, and he did not take well to that. And I didn't like what I saw. There's a lot of immaturity there. But hey, he's 17, 18 years old when he's going through this. Are they really going to go with Bogarts again at short? I hope so. I had thought they were going to put him at first. Starting catcher is younger than me. Yeah, well, they're all younger than me. Yeah, I think the Padres are playing. They're not playing a good long game. They haven't been doing that this whole time. Manny Machado. I was again listening to Clint today. Was reporting that he's not supposed to. He might not be playing in the field to begin the season. So, yeah, it's insane. All right, so AJ Preller, he's the gift that keeps on giving. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna download this and throw it up to the Spotify podcast thing so it gets out, and then I'm gonna do a little more looking up on the Padres stuff. I think it's interesting. They are rivals in some ways. They're obviously competitors. Yeah. So you never know. I mean, sometimes it can work, sometimes it doesn't. It depends on their age. Depends on a lot of maturity. And there's things that happen in when you're a major, even a minor leaguer. There's the honeys. They're out there. You got to be careful, folks. They'll get you in trouble. Get you with they're trying to get that money. So be careful, gents, out there. And girls, be nice. So, all right, that's all for now. As we end on a weird note there. Hopefully we'll have something for you tomorrow. That's the goal. And appreciate y'all. The drive to 2,000 is right there. Wonderful chat again. And I appreciate y'all. And let's see. We are... I can't count the days off the top of my head, but I'm going to say it's 50? No. 40 days or something like that till opening day? 40 plus? Let's go. All right. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, thanks for everyone for being in the chat. You guys are great. You guys are the star of the show. Appreciate you guys providing the feedback and the questions. It keeps the show going. So as always, this is Tim Rogers. You know what it rhymes with, from Dodgers 2080. As always, thank you very much. And God bless. And go Dodgers.